What's up, everybody? You are listening to Metalocity, and I am your host, Steven Steele. Stack is out right now. Not sure if he's going to be here with us or not. So right now I'm flying solo. But that's okay, because we just heard some of the best Iron Maiden ever released. According to Nico McBrien, the drummer of Iron Maiden, the Book of Souls, he considers to be one of their greatest works to date. So that's cool. He says 3 years ago they were just drinking in a bar and it was all conceptual and everything just kind of came together in just the right areas and they were able to hammer something out. Is it the best Iron Maiden? Well, I better leave that to the listeners because I have my personal opinion. But, you know, I'm from that school of thought where I like to stick with what I know works. And what I know works is Old Maiden because I was already into it. New Maiden, there's a chance. Okay, it's like Slayer. Some people are for the new Slayer. Some people feel indifferent about it. You know, I kind of feel indifferent about it because... And I can't play it, even though the record comes out tomorrow. I don't have any to play right now, unfortunately. But... The thing is now that they have this lineup that they do, when I heard the new Slayer, I was thinking, man, so they're going to try to reform themselves different than what they were in the past, you know? And so I was expecting something that was going to be like in your face. You know how when a band puts out their first album and it's like kick ass, and then the second album comes out and you're like, and then the third album comes out and you're like, fuck these guys. Whatever happened? They used to be cool. They had one good album. That's the worst. I just don't like to see the bands I was into fade away, you know. And I've always been of the opinion, also, I'm talking about my opinions, there can't be a Pantera tribute because there's no Dimebag, and it wouldn't be Pantera without Dimebag. But it can totally be Slayer without Dave Lombardo and Jeff Hanneman. That's cool, nobody says shit. Yep. Double standard? People really that excited? Should Slayer have headlined the Mayhem Festival this year? Great band, always been a part of the Mayhem Festival. But they get the respect, but don't get me wrong. You know, I think people are looking for that new thing. They don't want to hear the bands of 20 years ago. So I'm doing something a little different tonight because I only got a couple seconds. We're going to hear some blocks of some new shit. So coming up, I have another Iron Maiden song, and then we're going to get into this 5-finger death punch. So hang out. I will be right back. What's up, everybody? I'm back live right here on Metalocity. Stack showed up. He's currently hooking up his rig. And who knows? Maybe Unnamed Source will be swinging by, too. You never can tell. You never can tell. So, incidentally, I forgot to throw out there, I'm live in the chat room if you want to talk some shit. Or if you got some shit to talk. You know, that's cool, too.
Might want to be careful what you say to our fans, dude. They have some shit-talking moments.
It comes in waves. Just don't curse the Chili Peppers and everything should be cool.
You know what? Fuck the Chili Peppers. I'm tired of living in fear.
He's going to be dropping some shit off in your neighborhood.
That's fine, whatever. UPS could suck it too.
Yep. That's show archive history right there.
Speaking of show archive, YouTube's coming along nicely.
That's cool. Also, it's almost our 4-year anniversary at the end of next month. Our anniversary show will actually be on the 29th this year. And we don't have anything currently set up, but we're going to take into consideration everything that's been going on and what we can do and who's still fans of the show and dedicated to helping us hook it up. Last year was fucking awesome, so it's going to be hard to beat that. Most of the bands that we had are either on tour at this time or...
on indifferent hiatus.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I was going to bring up the incident with one of our local favorite bands, Brain Dead, out here in Southern California. They don't have a singer anymore.
Yeah, I saw that, man.
Yeah.
What the hell's up with that?
Well, I can't go into details other than the fact to say that last I heard they were currently doing auditions for a new singer.
Yeah.
Did you see my reply to their Facebook message?
No.
It was like, we're seeking, serious individuals with talent and da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, if only, I was stage ready, had talent, could make gigs, but too busy. I'm usually too busy being a flake when I'm not standing there being a statue. Other than that, I'm in. Yeah, nobody calls me. I didn't get a call. I'm hurt.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get over it.
You're looking for a statue for your band? I'm that guy.
Blowing in the breeze.
No vocal skills? No problem.
No vocal skills? None comprehended.
That's right. I don't even know what language I'm speaking half the time. It's a rough version of English.
It's gibber English. Gibberish in English.
What is this world coming to? I'm sure you saw about all the refugees going around everywhere.
Yeah, I briefly saw something in the British newspaper because of the location of where I work. They had a picture of a little boy washed up on the beach.
I saw that picture. That was hardcore.
That was harsh, yeah. I was like, oh, damn.
Right. But at the same time, you look at it like how people still debate our border issue. We have a flood of people coming in, on a continuous basis,
Yeah, well.
Undocumented individuals.
What I thought was funny was...
They were like, we're going to send 10,000 Syrian refugees to the United States. I'm like, whatever.
Just add them into the bunch.
We get more than that on a day coming up.
Put them on welfare. Tell them I'll pay their way.
Let's just buy them Escalades now and get over it.
And new iPhones.
Yep.
Oh, man, that was... I thought it was fucking hilarious when they were like, yeah, we're building a border wall between us and Mexico, and the company that was hired to build the wall got caught for using illegal workers.
Yeah. It's always stuff like that, though. But, it's pretty easy for somebody to steal someone's identification, social security, and pretty much just make up something random, I guess. And then if the employer doesn't do their due diligence in verifying it, then that potential exists.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's a random type of thing either, though. I think the black market has something to do with that.
Did you say black market? That's very terrible.
I'm sorry, the African American market?
No, they don't call it... No. What? That's even worse.
My bad.
We'll call it well, we try to think of a politically correct name to rename the black market. It's funny. Somebody posted something about... I was reading on Facebook earlier as I was putting posts up for the show, about, people... damn these Muslims and, these refugees, we should just send them back where they came from, and they're probably terrorists anyway.
What?
And so I replied that, the problem is fundamentalism. If you take fundamentalism out of the equation, you just have regular people. Because there's nothing to be crazy about. The problem with fundamentalists is they want to force you to see things their way. When regular people just want TVs and iPhones and stupid shit like that.
Touche.
I think if you give the whole world fat, big screen TVs and an iPhone and plenty of drinking water, everything is going to work itself out.
Wouldn't that be a communist?
It's communist to hook people up who are thirsty and don't have TVs?
Well, I'm just saying, isn't it communist to give them what they think they need?
Shit, I thought it was love thy neighbor. I guess it depends.
I thought it was don't covet thy neighbor. Covet thy neighbor.
See, there's no need to covet some shit if everybody has LCD flat panels, 75 inches.
75 inches. Yeah, no, you didn't say 75 inches.
Hook the world up. I mean, it's not like there's a shortage of this shit.
That's true.
It costs these companies like fucking $20 to make one of these things, and they turn around and sell it to the full public for like $1,000. Yeah.
A 75 inch? $1,000? Show me where, and I'll show you a dude who has a new 75 inch for $1,000.
Well, I'm saying that figuratively, of course.
Touche.
Nowadays, I'm suspicious of anything made in America.
You unpatriotic bastard.
Well, because I learned this harsh reality that it's just because something says... a long time ago, I worked at this company, and they used to make these fucking wire harnesses for Volkswagens. I was a quality guy. And they were putting on these little emblems on them that said, made in Germany. And I was like, well, why would you put that? And they go, well, this tag that says made in Germany was actually made in Germany. So we can actually put this, and if someone doesn't realize, they just assume that the whole thing was put together in Germany because they had this made in Germany label on it. But what they did is they custom made these made in Germany emblems and do metal stamping and fix these German logos on the shit, on the Volkswagen shit. You know,
They're all, technically, it was made in Mexico, but it was assembled here in the U.S.
Exactly. Yep.
That's fucking lame.
So I think the next generation of technology, you're going to find we're going to be buying a lot of components and shit from China, and then for a selling point, we're going to be assembling it here in the good old U.S. of A. That way, people think they're actually supporting good old U.S. of A shit.
Lame.
Yep.
That's kind of lame. Not
The
gonna lie.
snow job. And I'm not talking about nose candy.
Damn it! I thought it was gonna be a good time.
Well, that's our political rhetoric. I mean, the world's kind of a fucked up place currently.
It's been fucked up politically for a while. I mean, if you're talking political rhetoric,
You know, I got a last political thing to say. Everybody was pissed at Donald Trump for what he said about that chick, about how ugly she was. Basically, that chick from Florida, and how nobody would vote for her. And I was
chick
like,
from Florida,
Yeah.
the one who suspended gay marriage, or wouldn't.
no, not her. She's one. I don't know. I don't have the story pulled up anymore. He made a comment to a specific lady about how nobody would vote for her because, you know, she was ugly, and people don't vote for ugly people. Figuratively,
And
basically.
he's gonna get votes.
You know, and I was like, well, it's not her fault. She's a horse face. You know, why are we going to hold that against her?
That's true.
You know, maybe she's still a genius. So God didn't gift her with a, you know,
Usually the ugly people are the smarter ones.
they have to be. You have to compensate somehow.
I've got no excuse. I'm just ugly and retarded.
Obviously, I'm creepy looking.
At least you're palatable to the masses.
I can try to blend in.
Me, every time somebody looks at me before talking to me, they automatically think that I'm going to be like, "Duh, want.
That's because you can't blend in.
Oh, well, it's difficult for me to blend. I'd have to crouch down about a foot.
You should go to China, man. You'd be a huge
I'd be
motherfucker
fucking
around.
sticking out like a sore thumb.
Somebody probably hit you with a sling and a rock.
They'd send out the fucking military on my
I'm
ass.
getting biblical.
I almost said something right there that would have offended any of our Asian listeners.
Asians aren't biblical?
I don't know.
More a Buddhist?
Possibly. Not too entirely sure.
I think that's what they're Buddhists in China. I think.
I never bothered. I never cared enough to learn.
Shame, sir.
Yeah, well, I should be ashamed of myself. Let's get something straight. Not, but I should be.
And so in that last segment of music, we obviously heard the remaining Iron Maiden song from our block set that we're doing, and we heard some Five Finger Death Punch as well. I'm curious what everybody thought about that shit.
Can we really call it Five Finger Death Punch anymore, though, considering they've replaced a couple of members?
There can't be a Pantera reunion or tribute.
Well, no, there
But
can't be,
Slayer's still Slayer.
a reunion for Pantera
Fucking.
because there is no Dimebag, but there can be a tribute to Pantera.
Well, that's why I said tribute afterwards.
Yeah, well, there can be a tribute to them all they want. I mean, fuck, they can get a new drummer or a different drummer, and Phil and Rex can go about, saying that it's a tribute.
And like I said, Slayer's still Slayer. Two dudes different. No problem.
But was Slayer still Slayer when Bostoff was in the band before? Because he's back in the band now.
Well, it was definitely a different lineup. You know, you're like, oh, okay, well, I mean, 1 out of 4 isn't too bad, you know.
Touche. And technically, Pantera wasn't Pantera because they replaced their singer.
And now you can say, like, half the band has changed. It sounds different when you say it that way. They're like 50% different lineup.
Well, that would be the same with Pantera.
Yeah, but they're not still trying to keep it as mainstream. I don't want to say mainstream. They're not trying to keep that fire going like Slayer puts out albums on a regular basis nowadays. You know, if Pantera had a tribute reunion, you know, that would mean something. It would be significant.
Yeah.
The new Slayer album, not that significant.
Not that impressed either.
Is it bad? No, it's not bad. I listened to the songs that I was legally able to listen to.
Didn't impress the shit out of me, the ones that I heard. But it also...
Oh shit, that sounds like some new Motorhead coming up. We got a block of Motorhead and a block of Amorphous coming up. And then we will be back. What's up, everybody? You are listening to Metalocity. We are live and loud right here. I feel like I just ran a marathon.
Well, it's a little hot in here.
It is.
Okay.
For some reason, I want to cough my head off.
Probably getting a little warmer for you. So, we heard another Five Finger in there, right?
Actually, we heard the two Five Finger Death Punch songs in the last segment. This last segment we just listened to was a Motorhead
And Amorphous.
and Amorphous.
Did you hear that Roy Mayorga is the drummer of Five Finger now?
Huh.
Who? He was the original drummer of Soulfly. The hell?
Nobody cares about drummers.
I thought it was bassist, but my
Nobody
bad.
cares about them neither.
Okay.
They're even lower than drummers.
Lower on the totem pole than drummers?
Bass players might as well be the dudes carrying the shit in, too.
What you talking about?
Unnamed bass has something to say about that.
You go stand over there in the shadow and bob around like you know what's going on, and we'll do the heavy lifting. Because it's really, when you go to a show, it's all about the front man and the fat guitar player, right? I mean,
The PH
Right.
fat guitar player.
you can pretty much have any bass player. I mean, having a good bass player is a bonus.
But who often talks about Steve Harris? Other than Steve Harris.
Right. Well, you know what? He did define a style, so
That's true. So did Cliff Burton.
yeah.
Doesn't mean he wasn't expendable, though.
Nature thought so.
That's true.
That's
Oh,
fucked
man.
up to say, dude.
Well, it's true.
You know what? I can live with it when a band changes, like a drummer or even a guitar player. That's kind of But when they change a vocalist,
Oh, really? But it's still not Slayer, huh?
it can be challenging because, like for Brain Dead,
No,
it's
the vocalist
basically,
is fucking difficult.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fucking. That's the most difficult thing because you're basically reintroducing your band at that point because
It's going to be a
vocalists
different. It's going to be a different sound.
Right, brings a whole different fucking twist to it, especially if you're bringing your own lyrics to.
Unless you're
songs that already
AC/DC,
existed.
which they happen to get someone
Yeah.
who sounds exactly the same as Bon Scott.
And that's not very often that shit like that happens, so I wouldn't count on being the next AC/DC. Chances are it's better to be prepared.
It's true.
You know what? And I bet probably a lot of bands do this, and I just don't even know. Have a backup set of songs that you just have, but you've never done anything with. So if in the
In
event,
case you get a new singer, you just fucking introduce these songs to
Yep,
them. And,
have
what?
a whole new set. Here you
Damn,
go.
why didn't we think of that back in the day?
But because we had to live the experience in order to appreciate the moment.
We just took all the secondary songs and combined them into a few good ones.
Every vocalist changed the fucking song, so they were essentially right. I wasn't going to go there, but you brought it in that direction.
I had to. Oh man, memories.
Right. It just doesn't. Well, I don't know. It's never the same.
It never would be the same though. I don't think it could be the same.
But you know what? That's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes change is good. Shit has to go extinct and new shit has to be born in order for species to evolve, right? Things come and go all the time. You accept it for the now.
We sucked, and now it's over. All right.
Oh, Brain Dead was kick ass.
I was talking about Brain Dead. Yes, it is.
Oh,
Ouch.
yeah. Well, our band could have used a little polishing. We were missing kind of a bigger picture, I guess, when we conceptualized the idea. But we had fun doing it, and that's really
Fucking
what
A, we
mattered.
did, yeah.
You know what? The fans had fun. We had mosh pits and shit when we played live.
That's true.
So I can't talk too much smack. We were high energetic.
We were high.
And energetic. As a result of the first thing.
That's true though.
And I don't mean high on chromosomes.
Maybe a few of us.
That's what we should have done, dude.
Been high on chromosomes? Wait, what?
There's that punk rock band who already tried that.
I guess they're still doing it too.
The Handy Helms or some shit like that.
I don't remember the name. All I remember is that the name of their song was like Undmun Pita or some shit like that. Undmun Pia.
Andy Helms.
It's handy capable, all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget in today's day of political correctness that I got to really watch what I'm saying.
That is very true. Just got to watch yourself.
No longer will I call stupid people stupid. I'll call them
still okay.
Intellectually
impaired.
impaired.
Right.
Mental midgets. No. Mental
Nope,
small
midget.
people.
Yep. You gotta be careful with midget.
I forgot about that.
We may have that one midget fan out there who's like, you know what? I used to be a fan of your show. Now fuck you because you talk shit about
I
midgets.
used to be. Like, what?
Fuck you, giant.
Wouldn't that be about a bitch?
Stupid Tolly.
Vertically unimpaired.
That'd be fucking funny.
I wonder if it's
Getting bagged on by a midget for being tall.
Well, don't blame me because I'm vertically unimpaired.
You know what? I would laugh my head off if he had some good shit.
Yeah, well, he's got to have some good
I'm
shit.
like, huh, it's funny because it's true.
I'd be like, stand up when you're talking to me. Oh, you are.
The weather is different up here. Right
It
now,
is.
you're smelling my fart that I just blew in your face. Up here, it's all fresh and clean.
Imagine, though. I mean, that would be shitty, dude. You're about, like, fucking
Literally.
ass and crotch level.
Oh, I sharted. My bad.
That'd be horrible.
Should I tell the story of when I witnessed that happen?
What?
Well, when we were at someone who we both know, we were at their house. No, I shouldn't. Okay. Oh,
We
well.
both know, huh?
Yep. And they were like, "Oh shit, I sharted."
Oh, shit. It's shit.
I thought they were joking, but it turns out no, they were serious.
What
I
are
was
the
like, "Holy
initials?
shit." I hesitate to say.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Thought it was a fart, but God bless my heart, it wasn't.
Turns out it was a little poo tart.
Poo tart? I think that's a new phrase.
You thought it was a fart, but surprise!
It's just a little
tart.
poo tart.
Yeah.
That makes it sound almost fucking.
Acceptable.
I was just saying, almost makes it sound like a Pop Tart.
Taco Bell filled.
Oh. If that was an indication on who it is, then I know exactly who you're talking about. And that's funny.
Well, shit happens,
Literally.
from what I hear.
Literally shit happens.
It's never happened to me.
Let's just be quick to point that one out.
At least thus far in my career.
Yet.
Can't
It's-
rule
it's
that out.
It's yet to happen to you yet.
Of course, there's a lot of things that have yet to happen to me. Like winning the lottery or getting hit by lightning or... I mean,
Well, you can't
the
win
list
them all.
goes on and on.
Can't win them all.
But I exist and I'm self-conscious of that fact, so that's going to count for something.
That's true.
Self-conscious. Self-aware. English.
Never going to England. Why am I going to learn that?
You listen to the disclaimer at the beginning of the show. If not, oh well. That's why you got to tune in when the show starts. There was a disclaimer. You're bad for missing it.
Shame on you.
That was funny as shit, too. Now we're offended. All that work we put into making a funny-ass disclaimer for you people to miss it.
Bam, I'm offended.
Did you just say you people?
Oh, damn. It's going to be like that now,
I
huh?
meant them people. They people? What's the correct word here?
You motherfuckers.
You're right.
Motherfuckers.
That's probably actually better. Even though it sounds a little more derogatory. Still, it's less offensive in almost in a way. Right?
Definitely less offensive than calling them faggots.
Oh. Ouch.
Would I rather be called straight impaired or motherfucker?
Straight impaired? Did you just say straight impaired? Good Christ. Straight impaired. Can there...
Is that a nicer way of saying it? Or is that full of shit? I don't know. It sounded legit. Doesn't mean it was.
Oh, good God. Straight impaired. That's got to be a new term.
Yep, people are going to put us in the same category as that one chick who's like, sorry, I don't give gay marriage licenses.
Sorry, I don't go that way.
Did you see the picture I posted on Facebook about the Amish DMV clerk? Sorry, I can't let you register that devil machine.
No, I didn't see it. That's pretty funny, though.
Just think, if you cave to every religious demand, then all of a sudden it's going to become out of control. Because in America, you have all different kinds of religions with a variety of different shit. And if you have to accommodate for everybody, that means shit's going to get hard to manage and ridiculous almost.
Yeah? Well, I mean, like I said, you can't give everybody a reach around all the time.
It's like focusing on the wrong part of the story, Just be glad you have the shit. Enjoy your cheeseburger. Don't ask about the details of the cheeseburger. Just be fucking happy that you have it.
Wait a minute.
I'm not saying GMO and shit. I'm just saying it's a figure of speech.
Nah, the people before us did that. That's why we have McDonald's.
Well, the people before us are dead now, and now it's our shit. Yeah, we do shit a new way.
Rid of McDonald's.
Though the popularity is decreasing, even though they still seem to rule half the rainforests and shit.
Well, you know what I thought was ironic was that a dude named Ronald McDonald robbed the Wendy's. I don't know how old I was, but
He should have robbed Burger King. That would have been funnier.
a dude named
Except
Ronald McDonald.
He probably knew that they didn't have any money because nobody goes to Burger King anymore.
Is there a Burger King anymore? I haven't seen one around in a long time. Well, I think there's...
I never look for one, so.
What's that?
I think Burger King is bigger on the East Coast.
Is
Oh, I see. So they're like a White Castle.
it? Really? No, White Castle's decent.
Expensive as fuck.
There's that.
I've never actually had a true White Castle.
There's one in Vegas.
Yeah, I was going to say there's one in Vegas.
Never been. Well, I've been to Vegas, but I've never been to White Castle.
Where you can buy little frozen ones in the frozen section of their
Yeah, that's
favorite
not the
grocery
same.
store.
That's not the same as. I mean, come on. Well, at least we got in and out
Yep, so does Oregon now.
finally.
Just
But there was like
congratulations.
fucking. What was it? It was like a 3 or 4 hour projected wait.
Yep, there was like 300 cars and shit. People were like eating lunch in line at fucking In-N-Out because of the
Waiting to
line.
get in and
Yeah.
out. They left their cars, went over to the
Let's go
fucking.
In-N-Out, bring a snack.
Damn. So our block set is over. Right now we're just gonna get into some shit. So
Some metal.
let's start some shit by getting into some shit.
General metal.
What's up, everybody? We are back live and loud right here on Metalocity with our shorter talk breaks we've been having to accommodate for all the new music that's been coming out.
There has been a lot.
So we did some blocks. So hopefully you caught the first half of the show. We got some local bands coming up, mixed in with some awesome bands. We still got Metal Masters coming up.
Yes. Metal Masters.
Masters is maybe a relative term. It's all in the eye of the beholder, huh? The ear of the listener.
I guess, man, if you want to be a downer about it. Jeez. Debbie Downer over here.
Yes. Debbie Downer does dishes.
I thought it was Does Dallas, but my bad.
I think she does a lot of things
Well, she better.
in order to keep that Debbie tradition alive.
In order to be a debutante. That was a bad joke. I apologize.
A burglar stuck in an elevator was forced to call 911.
Can you come help me because I just robbed this place and the elevator broke from all the shit that I'm jacking? That's fucking funny.
Woman found huffing cocaine under clothing rack at Walmart.
That's an ingenious place to do it.
What, only once?
Teen charged with carrying bomb-shaped alarm clock and carry-on.
That's fucking funny. Oh, dude, I know a guy who used to drive for Uber, and he is of Middle Eastern descent.
Oh, fuck that.
For
I was
Halloween,
kidding.
he dressed up with a bunch of fucking fake dynamite around him and shit. And with, like, people would get in the cab and get out into the Uber and immediately get right out. They'd be like, "No, fuck that noise, dude."
Wait, what? He carried what?
It was just like it was Halloween, so he was wearing fake plastic fucking
Like a bomb vest?
yeah. People were like, "Fuck that noise." The other half got in. His greeting to them was, "Welcome to your last cab ride." And I was like,
Allah Akbar.
I was like, "Oh no, dude, that's the most amazing
You
story
know
I've
what?
ever
It's
heard."
an odds game at that point. How confident do you feel that this person is full of shit?
Dude, if I was getting drunk enough to take an Uber, I'd be like, "Fuck it, I'll go. I don't mind. I'll go to fucking. I'll go meet Allah with you. Fuck it. Do it. I dare you." Go all suicide hotline. I fucking double dare you.
Ooh, look at this. A drug-sniffing Labrador helped Colombian and Mexican authorities seize as much as 2 metric tons of cocaine at the country's two main airports on Monday.
And immediately went into rehab.
The cops are all fucked up and missing now.
How much?
2 metric tons.
2 metric tons. Jumpin' Jesus Palomino. That's a lot of cocaine.
Like 4,000 pounds?
What's metric ton? I know 2,000 pound is ton. Are we losing shit in the metric system?
Go ahead. Unnamed source, enlighten us. What's the difference between a metric ton?
Wouldn't a metric ton be like 1,000 kilograms?
I don't know. We're going to have to Google this.
Great.
Yeah, well, a metric ton? Is a metric ton more than a ton?
Well, a kilo is 2.2 pounds. So, yeah.
Detroit carjacker to witness. You good, I only rob white people's cars. Well, that's mighty white of him.
I don't know what the hell this means, but 1 metric ton is the equivalent of 1.10231 short ton? What's short ton?
It's a stubby. I love
It's
this
not
story.
shorten, it's short space ton.
A Calgary woman whose car was her car was stolen, and then the police found it and returned it to her with guns and drugs inside of it still.
That's genius.
She's like, score. That was a short headline, huh? Imagine if someone stole the old jalopy and returned it with a bunch of...
That'd be fucking crazy, dude. Okay, here we go. 1 metric ton is 2,204.62 pounds.
times 2.
That'd be 4,408 or 9.24.
Metric tons of cocaine. Or a weekend's worth if you're Motley Crue.
Fuck. Isn't that sad? And they're still living, but yet we lost people like Kinnison.
Right.
And Mitch Hedberg.
See, there's no equality, no balance and rhythm to shit. Shit just is the way shit is.
Do you believe in fate?
Less and less.
What about destiny?
Less and less. Well, you know what? Destiny implies that you may not be in complete control of the outcome or the actions in your life, because no matter what you do, you're going to head down this certain path. I don't know I'm ready to accept that. And no matter what you do, you just can't deviate from the path that you've been allotted.
But, you know, what if your path is going off the beaten path?
Well, I prefer to be on a no-path path.
True.
Granted, that may be maybe that whole thing is the path that I'm on.
Maybe that's your destiny.
Right.
I mean, you never know, I guess. You'll never know.
Well, you'll know when that time comes. Maybe.
I like Stephen Wright's joke about that. He was like, my girlfriend leaned over to me the other night and asked me if I wanted to know when and how I was going to die. He said no, and she said, never mind then.
I would assume if someone said that to me, that it was going to be fairly soon and probably violent.
Who knows? It could have been humanitarian.
Yeah. A nice pillow
humanitarianist.
Yeah.
Or, just like a straight slice to the throat with a fucking chainsaw or something.
Oh, I was thinking the pillow smothering bandit would be a cool title.
Pillow smothering bandit?
Yeah, it just breaks into people's houses and suffocates them with a pillow randomly.
Just for fun?
Why not? Isn't that why psychopaths do psychopathic shit?
I don't know. Sometimes they fucking go in
or,
for money or property.
You could just make up any reason and put it behind it and call it legit.
I'll go, Son of Sam. The dog told me to do it.
Hey, you know what? What a great defense.
I mean, you know what? I listened to a bunch of Slayer backwards, and it told me to go out and listen to the WBC.
Yeah. Right. That's you know what? I would totally play that card. Well, Slayer told me to do it.
No, dude, you got to pick someone better than Slayer though to do it.
Yeah, or like you said, the WBC guys.
Yeah. That way, you really give them a fucking last sting, Yeah.
They directly contact me or a representative of them.
In my brain, man. You got to make it seem like you're crazy though, too, because you don't want to, go to prison. You want to go to the mental institute.
No, that's why I say someone called me claiming to be a representative who provided me this information.
We'll call them fucking.
He wished to remain anonymous, and because we do a radio show, we're like.
He requested to be unnamed.
No. We're not obligated to divulge our sources.
We're not. Isn't the Fifth Amendment you refuse the right to incriminate you or?
Hey, we regurgitate news.
It's just a replay
Right.
of a replay of the same shit that you probably heard before.
Well, except I doubt you heard about the chick getting her car back with the drugs and
I
guns.
didn't. I did not hear about that. That's just
Or
that
the
they
guy with the
wanted to
bomb-shaped alarm
temporarily-
clock.
They just wanted to temporarily delay someone's day right there. Like, literally. Dude, a bomb shape. Who has a bomb shape? Who sell? Is there? Okay. Is there a bomb shaped alarm clock?
I'm sure there probably
I'm
is.
gonna have to look that up right now. Does it have a picture of what his bomb shaped alarm clock looked like? Or was it like homemade looking?
Oh, no, there was no picture. It's just a picture of the dude.
Oh, really? Does he look guilty? Oh my god.
Whoa, here's another cocaine story. Authorities say they found 2.7 pounds of cocaine in a woman's bra.
In her bra? That's a little crazy.
She's walking around with like triple D's, but really she's an A-cup.
Okay, so they have some like mock couple sticks of dynamite,
Right.
cartoonish looking shit, and
But
then they
nothing
have
all
like,
realistic with like wires and shit all creepily
yeah,
hanging off
because
of it.
as soon as I fucking pulled that shit up, this is what came up, and I was like, "Is that the alarm clock?"
That would be sick.
Dude. Yeah, and then it just goes into the story. Bring bomb-shaped alarm clock on airplane. Teen charged with mischief. That's what he was charged with.
I'd be like, what? It's just a fucking alarm clock. I bought this illegally. It's not illegal. There's nowhere that says I can't bring a bomb-shaped alarm clock in the rule book, is there? Or is there?
I think there is. Anything that might even... It's not a bomb, it's a bong.
Well, unfortunately, then the shape and size and
I guess there is
form
one
of the
like
bomb.
that. Generic, cool, bomb-shaped, counting down 10-second alarm clock.
Oh,
It only
wow.
has 10 seconds on it. You can buy one for $40.
Awesome. I want one.
Got some traveling you're going to do lately?
That's a 10-second countdown.
Oh, look. What's this one?
You know what? It even has creepy wires on it.
Yeah. And you can get this...
You get like two of them and you're like,
shit.
I'm taking you with me.
Have you seen that video of the military rolling down the streets in Iraq, and the dude in the back pops up through the sunroof and drops they're training grenades. Pulls the pin, drops the fucking training grenade into the dude in the passenger's lap, and the dude's like, "Oh!" Like, you haven't seen that?
Oh, I'm sure he had a moment of clarity.
Both him and the driver got up and started scrambling into the back, dude. Because the driver looked over as soon as he started screaming.
That wouldn't have made a difference. The whole car would have blown up. And
It was just enough time to go. Yeah.
yep, that's fucked up. And that's the kind of fun you could have with something like this.
I'm gonna have to show you that.
Imagine
video.
the hours of entertainment you could have with a couple of these.
Just throwing them out the window.
Yeah, when people cut you off, you're all what? Wave it around.
Knock on their. They cut you off in traffic. You just
Don't
knock
make
on their
me
window.
check what time it is on my fucking alarm clock.
You can just stand there. It's all dude, dude. You know what's up? Just have one of these on and just run up and hug random people at the Universal fucking.
Oh, well, I don't want to get stabbed immediately. At least in the car, if I showed somebody, I still can hit the gas and get away.
Or if you just toss somebody a present, like a hot chick a present.
Or imagine if I threw it in someone's passenger window from or my driver's. If I just tossed it out my window into somebody else's car window,
That's what I was saying, dude.
and it falls on their floor, they're like, "Oh shit!" Yes, dude. Okay, we
Dude, we just, you know what? That we can't do that now because it's now technically known as premeditated or whatever in the court
What?
system.
It's a skit for the show. We'll be like, Metalocity, bitch! And you drive away.
It'll pop up a flag that says "Boom, Metalocity, bitch."
Hey, let's get into some brand new Slayer. Just kidding, that doesn't come out till tomorrow. Let's get some old Slayer. What's up, everybody? We are back. You are listening to Metalocity. This is our last long talk segment, and then we have some Metal Masters coming up. And then we're going to be back again for a good sign out where we say a bunch of shit. Some deep thought shit, so stay tuned for that.
Really deep thought shit?
Well, I got to say that. It doesn't mean we mean it.
Touche.
Oh, wait. The mic's on.
Oh. Damn it. You know, there's already a... Well, I won't say it. I'll wait till...
Wife steals cop car with husband handcuffed inside. That's dedication right there.
You know, that's a true woman. That's a
keeper, yeah.
That's a keeper. I'm going to put a baby in you. Yeah! I can only imagine that's how that conversation went. She's like, you like Mexico? Woo! I cannot wait for that fucking for the sequel to come out to that.
Huh. Attempted robbery suspect shot with his own gun after pistol whipping a man on the light rail.
That's kind of fucking hilarious, actually.
Isn't it? Karmic retribution.
He's like, you know what? I'm not going to kill you today. Bah, bah, bah. And then he drops the gun. Dude picks it up and shoots him.
I was picturing... No. He, went to hit him with the bucket.
Oh, really?
And the gun went off and shot him as he was pistol whipping the guy.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. That's even funnier. That's even funnier.
Safety switch.
I guess that's hilarious.
I don't know. Do you go as far as to say that anybody who wears a plastic helmet shouldn't be allowed to have a gun? Is there some law?
No, there isn't a law.
Anybody
Stupid
can own
people
a gun,
get guns
right?
all the time.
As long as you're not a felon.
Even now.
Is that fairly correct? If I was the dumbest
there's a
motherfucker
statute
on the
of limitation.
planet,
There's like
can
10,
I get a gun?
It's like 10 years and being a felon, and you can get a gun.
Is there like some kind of competency review? I mean, sure, I can take the gun safety, and I could be really good at that. But I may be a social monster. They don't. Is that taken into consideration?
No, dude. You have a right to have a gun.
I have a right to have a gun.
The Bill of Rights. I've been listening to a lot of George Carlin lately. I probably shouldn't say anything right now.
Your rights don't come from the Bill of Rights.
Oh, I like George Carlin, his political humor.
Oh, he's fucking hilarious, dude.
So even if I was the dumbest motherfucker, I have the right to own a gun.
Yeah.
Plastic helmet wearing, drool on myself, can't say a fucking word of English because I'm too incompetent to be able to say any language.
Man caught driving 112 miles per hour en route to court to answer a prior speeding ticket.
So that's legit though, right?
The only qualification for rights is being alive.
Okay.
When you're alive, you have the right to have a gun.
There you have it. Any imbecile can get a gun.
Yeah.
Shit, I thought you had to have a brainstem in order to get a gun, but guess
Nope.
that's not the case.
Well, it's not like they hand them out. You're going to need to know how to get like a few $100.
Well, I mean, you can find up aluminum cans and recycle them after a couple months. Probably save up enough money. Yep, use that money to go buy a gun.
For that.
Yeah. And then rob someone for some real money.
Yeah.
Use that money to start a fucking crime business.
That's what I'm talking about. You're an enterprising motherfucker.
Yeah.
Cops. Teen tried to frame rival for gun and drugs in a bid to extract revenge. Florida. Teenager broke into his rival's car and planted a loaded gun, a knife, and a bag of marijuana. Then instructed an acquaintance to contact police. That's fucking retarded. Well, he was charged with breaking into a 1988 Honda. Well, it was parked.
I love it. This guy tried to rob a boutique in Brazil, and to his astonishment, one of the patrons happened to be a chick MMA fighter who fucking throttled the would-be thief. Even
Jesus.
You just never know, you know. Dynamite's small, but it blows shit to pieces.
That's
you
true.
know.
Look
You
at,
just never
dude,
know.
look at Ronda Rousey.
Right.
Fuck.
Think you could take her?
So how cheap? No, because I've seen the dudes that are like, I don't think you can handle a man, and then her mom was a judo champion, like an Olympic judo champion, and this bitch knocks other bitches out in fucking 30 seconds or less. So,
Hey, I don't know. This is an unnamed source question. Tell me if you think this is true. Detectives have to catch the bus to chase dangerous criminals due to budget cuts. Think that's true? That police detectives are taking the city bus, waiting out there for the 4:17 fucking PM bus, so they can hurry up and get to the crime scene and shit. Cause
I'm gonna be late again.
There are all kinds of situations. It's like not very descriptive, is it?
So we're gonna have to inquire about the.
Okay, let me expand upon this story.
We're gonna have to inquire about the how much it is to buy weed out in Florida, because this kid put a 52-gram bag of marijuana inside the car. That's fucking crazy. 52 grams? Yeah, a couple ounces. How much was it? Dirt weed or something? It's just a trip.
In one instance, an officer was told to chase criminals evading arrest by public transport because there was no vehicles available. Another time, a family who who were stunned to see detectives who called out to investigate the death of a relative climb off of a bus before walking into the front door. Staff at one police station reported there was just 2 cars to share between dozens of detectives tasked with investigating serious crimes.
So, guilty or not guilty on this one?
Guilty.
Best excuse ever for fleeing a police officer. Alleged gay member allergic to weird whites, quote unquote.
Oh, I have that problem too.
I guess the officer was at a gas station and he recognized him as a gang member.
I start throwing left hooks out of control and shit.
He said he shook hands with the cop who noticed a marijuana blunt tucked behind his ear. Is this weed? How stupid are you? After being asked to place his hands behind his back, Brown reportedly tensed, pulled away, and attempted to run out of the front door. Didn't get far. All this for weed. Wow.
Yeah, you know what? It hardly ever works out statistically to run from the cops.
No.
The
And they're running fuckers down now, too.
Yeah, it's very, very low. Yeah. Cops will fuck shit up and hurt other people just to get you, too. So...
And then he said, "I don't like being." He says when he asked why he tried to run, he said, "I don't like white people touching me. White people do weird stuff."
Well, I guess we do have a lot of serial killers, a lot of cannibals.
Asked by May to further expound on his thoughts, Brown said, "Nah, I'm playing. I let you catch me." Then he added, "White people are weird as fuck, doe."
Is that like a Homer Simpson dough?
No, that's D''OH. He was saying though. Possession and obstruction, both misdemeanors. Got a $300 bond.
You see, that would have been a great opportunity to pull out that alarm clock, bomb-shaped alarm clock. He might have had like a little bit of a head start if he would have just tossed that in front of the cop. Yeah. Hold this, I'm out. You know, cop's like, oh fuck, I'm about to die in 10, 9,
No, that's you got that one, dude. He's like, what wire do I pull? I had this alarm clock.
Right. His first instinct would probably be to try slamming on the ground to see if he doesn't.
You know what? If you're going out in 8 seconds, you might as well just try and fucking. You gonna take that last 8 seconds saying sorry to everyone you love, or thanking everybody in your lifetime, or I'm sorry, God?
I think that would give you a good 30-second head start at least.
At least. Because
the cop would be too busy pissing on himself. One, first 10 seconds, he's probably thinking he's about to get blown to bits.
Look at that. Cops say woman wore won't be caught t-shirt during shoplifting spree at Florida department store. Police arrest man 34 following an unprovoked potato salad attack on his mother.
We need to bring a new segment called Truth or Florida.
Sauerkraut battery. Dude.
No, there's a lot of bullshit going on.
Victim wants charge dismissed in dildo attack. Well, someone tried to frame their own dog in Florida.
Well, that shit happens.
Man offers cop terrible explanation for why he was masturbating on beach. Is there ever a good explanation for that?
So coming up, we have Metal Masters. We got a couple old school throwback bands. Help define some of the new bands. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't use that statement anymore because a lot of the new bands kind of suck.
Ouch.
A lot, not all. There is some distinction in some of the bands I've heard. But in a general sense, in the bigger picture of things, you know, there's no new band that's going to take over being Slayer.
Not that I see.
Yeah.
You believe this chick was a Las Vegas escort?
Yep.
She's also an Olympian.
I read that story actually at work.
Craziness.
I'm like, yes, this is a good work story.
Right?
She just liked to do
that
it.
That can't be her. Okay. I was like, no way.
Shit, she's hot.
I don't know, man. If she is leading the pack.
So check us out at Metalocity.net, where we will be putting access to some old archive shows. So we're going to try to keep that shit up to date. That'll be fun. Until then, we'll be right back.
Metal.
I'll go, since, we're back on air, I'll go ahead and tell the story, or the headline. She was angry over getting a ticket for doing 51 miles an hour in a school zone, and she was quoted as saying, "No wonder you people get shot," to the police officer. A Florida woman tells deputy.
What a cunt.
Do you think that she got a hefty fucking fine? They're like, "Oh, really? Well, now you're under arrest.
Dumbass.
Because you used gun and police officer in the same sentence. And you're not allowed to do that."
Ah, that's funny.
See, there again, man. This is where you need that, the bomb alarm clock.
At least a 20-second head
Bomb-shaped
start,
alarm
man.
clock.
Whoop! Right into the cop's fucking arms.
Oh, you're pulling me over? Here, hold this. Let me get my pen. Hold my fancy alarm clock.
What would be great is if they had one with the old-time fuses so you could, like, light a cigarette and be like...
The funny thing would also be is if you told them up front that it was an alarm clock and they still panicked and didn't know what to do.
Can you hold on to my wake-up call? I mean, my alarm clock?
Yeah. Here, hold my alarm clock. They're all, "Oh shit, alarm clock. That's code for bomb. He just handed me a bomb."
I thought it was some sort of fucking euphemism.
I'm gonna fall on the ground and suck my thumb and lay in the fetal position and cry for my mama until the end.
I would. Thought 8, I'm on mommy. Peeing myself.
Okay.
I'd go out with class. I don't care.
All class. All right, everybody, that's about it for us. Thanks for tuning into the show, and we will be back. Hopefully we'll be back. We'll see how things work out. You never can tell nowadays. Until then, check us out at Metalocity.net. We'll be putting some new shit up soon about our YouTube channel that is going up and moving forward. So you'll be able to listen to the shows at your own convenience. Awesome. All right, everybody. Have a good one.
Later.